Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I just fix it myself. So here we have a 2005 Honda Pilot. I believe the year ranges are from 2003 to 2007. And what usually happens on this truck every couple of years is the motor mount goes bad inside on the front motor mount. It's filled with fluid. And what it'll do is it'll go bad and it'll leak all over the ground. And this right here is your telltale sign. It's a oil, but it looks like that, and it has really no smell to it. So if you see that, you know that it's going to be your front motor mount. So I'm going to show you how to change it here in just a few seconds. Okay, so we're back. So mainly the only two tools we're going to need is a 17 millimeter and a 14 millimeter. And that motor mount is down there with the lights on it. So it's kind of oily. I wiped the oil off of it, but it's not the two bolts on the top that are kind of shiny. It's the two bolts on the bottom, but there's two on that side and two on that side. And then there's a bolt holding the very top on right there. So we're gonna have to take a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fasteners off. And the 4 on the bottom are held in by nut plates. So all you gotta do is take the bolts out of that. All right, and then we're gonna jack the engine up to where we can clear this thing out, and then we're gonna make it past these hoses, and it should be good to go. All right, here we go. Taking the first nut off. This nut is a 17. Bust it loose. All right, this is not good focus. That's okay. Move it back a little bit. There we go. All right, so once this thing's busted loose, it comes all the way off really easy. So just spin it off. Spin it off and set it aside. Don't let it come out. Don't let it get lost. But even if it does get lost, it's just gonna fall to the floor. All right, next 4 bolts are gonna be this bolt. You can see that one down there. That one, there's another one on the back, and there's 2 more this side. So what I'm gonna do off camera is I'm gonna bust those 4 loose, and I'm gonna take them loose. Okay, so this is a way to get to it. I mean, you can go from the top, or you can go from the bottom. It's kind of slow going, but you can go from the bottom. This is the way I get them loose. And once you break the torque on these, you can pretty much spin them out with your fingers. But if you have a really long ratchet extensions, you can get these from the very top. But I prefer to go from the bottom. Okay, so change of plans, small change of plans. So basically this bracket is what holds the motor mount onto the engine. Okay, so the problem is I can't jack the engine up high enough to get this over the stud that's protruding through this hole right here. So what I have to do is take this off and lift it off so I can get the motor mount out. So now, as you can see, the motor mount is ready to go. So what I can do now is move the motor mount around. I can move it around and I can get it out. Okay, so but before that I couldn't do it because this stud is too, and I know it's hard to see, but this stud is too hard to see, or too hard to get off. So if you guys can see the difference between the new motor mount, which is this, there's no play right here. This one, there's play because there's a lot of room between here and this one is this one is all the way to the top. This one has collapsed and the oil has come out of it. So that's why this one's ready to be replaced. All right, so in order to get this motor mount inside the engine, you have to make it go in between these 2 hoses. So they've got to go in between here. Uh-oh, I see how I got hurt there a little bit, but it's not a big deal. Anyway, you can spread these two hoses enough to get that motor mount down where its home is, right down there. So, okay, so once you get it back down in there, line up the holes and stab them loosely in there where they go. All right, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna place the bracket, once you get all these stabbed in there and threaded a little bit, because you don't want to thread things under load. So you're gonna thread them one at a time. These aren't lining up, but now they do. All right, perfect. Thread them. And just for show, just to show you what I'm gonna do. Hold on, now I gotta get this one threaded. Okay, got that one thread. Ideally what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do all four, but right now I'm gonna show you what you need to do. Once they're all four threaded, you're gonna work this bracket back in there, and you're gonna place it on top. You're gonna place it on top where it goes. See that? You're gonna place it on there, and then line it up in its special little holes. Okay. And there's a little. It won't let you do it the wrong way because there's a little thing there to prevent you from doing it wrong. So I believe you do it this way. Anyway, it's gonna be perfect just like that. Well, you might have to get everything lined up first. Actually, I think you're gonna need to. I'm taking these two out right now. I think what you're gonna need to do is place these two bolts for the bracket. You're gonna need to place them inside there first. All right, ready to go. One there, sticks out. And one on the other side sticks into the engine block. And then you can line them up because they're gonna go right where they need to be. Everything's gonna be you're gonna wanna loosely thread everything in there. I'm loosely threading that one. And I'm gonna loosely thread these down there. And everything gets loosely threaded together. That way you don't cross thread anything. You don't wanna cross thread any bolts. So in order to line up the holes for these bolts to go in on that bracket, you have to raise and lower the engine, but always use a block of wood. Always use a block of wood on a strong part of the transmission. Don't use the oil pan. Don't use anything like that. Use something that's a strong part of the transmission that you can jack up and down. So it's a delicate procedure. You got to go up a little bit, down a little bit, until the bolts are able to be threaded in by hand. But once you do that, it's really kind of easy to put the bolts back in. A little tricky, but once you do this, hopefully it'll be good for a couple of years until it blows out again. Right. Okay, so go ahead and secure all three bolts that hold this mount, because once you do that, you will still have enough room to move the motor mount where you need it to line up the holes. Okay, so don't worry, just secure this before you start securing the motor mount itself. All right, so I've got all the nuts and bolts. All the bolts secured, and last thing I have is that last nut on top. So basically, what I did is I threaded it on there, and then I'm going to release the tension. So this is the only 4 tools I used besides the floor jack and a flashlight. 14 millimeter, 17 millimeter, 14 millimeter socket with a short extension and a 3/8 ratchet. However, if you can find more of these extensions, it'll make taking it off easy. Putting it back together is really easy, especially when you lube the bolts a little bit. Lube the bolts a little bit when they go back in. That way, all the road grime and all that, it doesn't make it difficult. Again, just looking at this old one, these do this. They just they sink over time, and they develop little cracks in there, and the oil comes out. So be looking for little puddles of oil in a weird place. It's usually right in the center. Right in the center. You'll look at your oil pan. You'll look at all that stuff underneath the car, and you're like, man, there's nothing dripping. But if you look at that motor mount, 9 times out of 10, it's seeping out of the motor mount. All right, hope you guys were able to learn a little bit about this. I saved you the trouble. I mean, I fought with a couple of the bolts, getting them out because they had a lot of road grime on the bottom of the bolt, so it took a long time to get them out. But be patient. Use a floor jack, but in small increments to line up those holes. Especially in that bracket that mounts to the engine. All right, it was a pleasure showing you guys all this stuff. Remember, 2003 to 2007 Honda Pilot, and I believe Honda Odyssey in the same years. So whatever this engine is here, 3.5 liter VTEC Honda engine, and usually it's the one with the oil dipstick right here. Some of the other engines, the oil dipsticks here or over here, but I'm talking about the one here, and it could be similar on how you replace that motor mount. And I believe on the Odysseys, there's a vacuum tube that goes in the bottom. You see that little guy right there? It's a vacuum tube. On the Honda Odyssey, the vacuum tube has to be connected, and I'm not sure what it does. It might prolong the life of this thing. It might connect somehow. I don't know how it works, but on the Honda Pilot, does not matter.